Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. Our GTA game is almost ready now, just in time before the real GTA, and today we will look at how we can implement a wanted level so that the player will be chased by police and he needs to get out of their sight in order to get rid of the wanted level again. First we need some law enforcement people. On Miximo we can find this SWAT guy. And on Sketchweb I found this police officer, and I've also found a soldier, and I found some models of weapons that I want to put in their hands. So I've imported this into the game. You can see the three people over here. You can see also the gun already in their hands. I positioned it over here. So this is the gun. That's a separate model that's added, and it's a child of the hand, so it moves along with the hand. Also notice this bright flashlight over here. This is the gunfire game object that I've added. And it's actually just a sphere, but with HDR color and very high intensity. If I make it low intensity, you can see that it's actually just a sphere. But like this, it looks like a flash, and there's also a point light in here, so that the environment is also a bit lit. So, and when you fire the gun, this game object is enabled for a very short time, so that gives the idea of having a flashlight when the player fires the gun. As for the characters, the prefabs, we can see that they have an animator, the NPC animator. They also have a capture collider and a character controller, just as the NPCs. And it also has the NPC script. So I decided to not have a separate script for the police guys, because the chasing part, what they do, is actually also useful for the NPCs to do that. So now these guys can do the same as normal NPCs. But usually they will follow the player. So this is the different actions that are currently possible with the NPC. He can be walking around, he can patrol, but he can also be following the player, and that's exactly what we're using to for the chasing of the player. There is actually also a chasing variable in here. Is chasing boolean that we're using to play a sound every now and then, and this is the sound, a random sound from the police group. You can see them over here. Inside scripts in the sound manager, here you can see those random sounds. We can play one if you like.
You're going down.
You're going down, and these sounds I actually got from 11 Labs. So there's one sound over
You're
here.
going to be somebody's bitch in prison.
So that's the easy way to have some sounds generated, but it doesn't give that much emotion.
You're going to be somebody's bitch in prison.
So I would recommend to record these sounds yourself. It's fun to do. So. But for now, we're just working with these AI voices, and this sound is randomly played, not very often, but this code is called many times, so it's still regular that these guys speak out something. Okay, and so let's just look a bit more at the code. So if this guy is if so the NPC, this police guy is chasing the player, then we make him look at the player, and also once in a while we make him fire his gun, either a pistol or a rifle, depending on what gun he's wearing. Yeah, so that's about the code. We can also take a look at this is a function that's called when as soon as the police is following the player, and when he is following, we can see how this code is following the person. Follow person is called, and it is actually finding out the position of the player and moving in the direction. Here he is moving by moving the character controller towards the player. He will stay at a certain distance, so he will not really walk into the player, because that's not really natural. He will stay at a short distance, and from that distance he will fire his gun. So enough talking, let's see this in action. Here you can see these guys are following the player. I've disabled the damage, so the player won't die at this moment. But you can see that they keep following the player and firing now and then. And you can also hear what they are saying. It's a bit not so loud because we are close to this video screen, but if you could move a little bit out, you can hear it more clearly.
Hold it right there, pal.
You can also see that these guys keep looking at the player. We also need to keep track of the wanted level of the player. So I have this code over here in the player script. There is this function increase wanted level, so we can increase his wanted level. And for now I've also showing a message, but it's just temporarily, so we can see the actual wanted level. And this increase function is called from, for example, when an NPC is hit. If you shoot at an NPC and he is hit, you can get a higher wanted level. And you can see over here the wanted level is increased by minimum 50 and maximum 120. So it's a random value. So once sometimes you just get 1 star as soon as you start shooting somebody, but sometimes also when nobody notices it, it's not gonna cause you to increase your wanted level right away. That makes it just a bit more interesting that it doesn't respond the same every time, and that's actually in GTA the case as well. But it can be if you do this many times, this shooting of somebody on the street, then of course this wanted level should rise a lot. So this wanted level is not just simply 1, 2 or 3, like 1, 2 or 3 stars, but behind it is a bit more detail. And actually 1 star means in my case a wanted level of 100, and 2 stars is 200, and so on. So very simple, but you can see that so in some cases you reach 100 already in the first time you hit an NPC, because it's a value between these two. But sometimes you will have a value of 60 over here, and then you have a wanted level of 60, still no stars, but the second time you shoot the player it will increase again by a minimum of 50. So in that case, in the second shot, he will always be have a wanted level of at least 1, of at least 100, and so 1 star. So this is how this wanted level is increased. There are also other cases where this wanted level is increased. For example, also when you throw a grenade and hit something. And also here, when you hit something that's drivable, then also the wanted level is increased. So let's take a look at that, how this works. Let's remove these 3 guys over here. Let's run the game. You can see that I can shoot this garbage bin, but nothing happens. But as soon as I shoot the police car, you see that the wanted level is increasing. And once it goes over 100, I got a star, and now I got even 3 stars because my level is already over 300. And then the police starts chasing you. So how this star displaying is done? Well, you can see over here, if we go to the canvas, you can see there's a section with stars over there. It's a separate panel, and there is this wanted stars that we can disable by simply disabling the game object. And that's done in the UI script over here. We set them active or inactive depending on the wanted level. And as I said, if you have a wanted level of over 100, then it means 1 star is becoming visible. So, and we also have this timer in here. So we blink the lights, that's just to blink them, to not show them permanently in the screen. When they're blinking, they're just drawing a bit more attention. So how these policemen start appearing when you have a wanted level? Well, that's this code in the game script. We check all the time if the wanted level of the player is higher and there's not enough police, then we keep adding them. And we also check if the police is inside. If at least one of the policemen can see the player, then he is inside of the police, and his wanted level will stay. But if he is out of sight of the police for more than 60 seconds, then the wanted level is reset to 0. That's just how GTA works. Maybe you could argue we could just decrease the wanted level gradually, but this is just how the game currently works. Also note that once the wanted level is reset, the police officers don't disappear off the game, but they just stop following the person, and they perform a random different action, like walking the street or standing still, and they behave just like normal NPCs. So we can check, for example, if we remove this, and in that case we will have spawn a lot of policemen. Just for fun, let's see what this does. So let's shoot this car again. Okay, I got a wanted level. And now the game will probably start running a bit slow because there's going to be lots of policemen all around me. You can see that this is really like a stress test. Eventually this will let's stop it right there because this will actually break the game, but you saw that we already have hundreds of policemen surrounding us. There's one more thing that I need to show you. So we already seen how you can get out of sight of the police just by keeping a lot of distance. But how does the player actually know that? Therefore, we need to show that on the map. So if we take a look at this police guy, we have this icon that all NPCs have as well. If we enable it, you can see that makes a large dot on the screen, and it's also only showing on the map, so it's just not visible in the game itself, but only on the minimap. So then it's just a small dot in there. But I've also added, especially for policemen, this map area, which is a lot larger, and that is actually the area of sight of the policeman. So if the player is inside this circle, he is visible to the policeman, and if he stays out for a long time, then the wanted level is reset. So this shows up nicely on the map. Note that its alpha value is not 100%, but like 50, so that it doesn't cover all of the mini-map, but just makes it a bit red. Okay, let's look at the final result. So over here you can see we shot the police car and our wanted level has increased. We now have 1 star. So police will be chasing us, and let's shoot the police as well. You can see that our star wanted level has increased a lot. And now let's fast forward this a little bit. You can see that we're running out of sight for a while, and then finally the wanted level is gone and it can start all over again. So this concludes our video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Have a good day.